Alright, we're starting part 3 of this. I'm excited. I don't have to worry about purifying so many damn Pokemon this time around. Alright. So this is our current squad. I think we'll put Frit back. Strength's a good move though. Let's see, 55 attack. Let's see what Makahito is working with. $46. Oh. It's a difference of 3 levels though, but I can already do normal type attacks, so we'll swap them out. But yes, we've got Furret, Quagsire, Skiploon, Noctowl, Slugma, Makuhita, Mischievous, Bayleaf, and Flaffy all clear. You can see Heart Gauge. Cleared out on them, and then cleared out on them. So let's put our boys in front. And let's get the Colosseum battle started. Thank you for your patience. The power has been turned back on. I'll be happy to accept registrations for the next challenge. Welcome to the Pyrite Colosseum. Would you like to join a knockout challenge? Let's get some info on this. Colosseum battles are held in the double battle style with 2 Pokemon out from each party. You will win the challenge if you can defeat 4 trainers in a row. The challenge winner will receive not only a big cash prize, but a technical machine as well. Okay, will you be entering with the Pokemon that you have in your party now? Yes. I hope you give it your best and aim for victory. Oh, Rui doesn't come with me? I don't remember that. Prioritize getting rid of that Sandshrew, because I don't want him sand attacking us. Although I guess Espeon has Swift now, so it wouldn't be so bad. His name is Hawks. Man, they have some weird names in this game. Tizzler. Oh, so they're both weak to dark. Okay. We'll have Umbreon attack the meta type since it has access to fighting type moves. It is, you know, a bit scary for Umbreon. And then let's hit not to its return. Yeah, it's not super effective because he's part fighting, and I totally forgot about that. Whoopsie! Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I think you're healed after every battle, so that's helpful. Hi, Mom. You're trying to score an awesome Pokemon, aren't you? It's not going to be easy. His name is Vilch. He's a Viltrumite. Ooh, electric. Cacnea is... I think it becomes dark, so it's not dark type yet. See if we can get the flinch. I'm gonna try it. Okay, yeah, that was right. It isn't until they evolve, then they become dark type. Oh, nice. Did not expect to get that crit. Not complaining, but it's awesome. So cute. Why must I hurt it? this song. Whoa. Hey, maybe you do have what it takes to handle that awesome Pokemon. What awesome Pokemon? Got Mr. Bodybuilder over here. Oh, he's an actual bodybuilder. You know, it would be nicer if Umbreon was faster. Oh. I don't think Umbreon, there's like a chance, you know, if his damage is in a range, that it wouldn't take out Magnemite next turn, so... Oh wait, am I confused? Oh, no, okay. So we'll have him bite Goldeen. Take that, Santa. That's some devilish experience points. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Please accept your cash prize of that much. And as a victory prize, please accept this TM. Ooh, Toxic. Which I know is supposed to be like one of the best moves that you can use for Umbreon. I remember when I played the game, I never taught it to them. But totally makes sense for his bulk. wait a minute. Okay, so I think I have to go into the building that Shirls was in front of. Hi there, you must be the superb trainer who has emerged triumphant in our latest battle challenge. Miror B, the town's true mover and shaker, wishes you to have a gorgeous gift. Now, follow me. Right, I'm back with our latest challenge champion. Let's present our lucky winner with a shadow Pokemon and watch Chaos Unleashed. Foof. Oh, nice one. Our new champ is quite the appealing charmer. It makes a nice change from the parade of macho musclemen. Wait, this isn't happening. This guy, he's that West guy that Miror B been carrying on about. What? That's the same guy who messed with us in Phoenix City? Gah! I didn't know that when I let him in here. I'll boot you back out. Cypher Peon Nor. Or is it Norang? Pineco. Ooh, lucked out there. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Let's see, so Yama did less than half of Flaffy's, so should live if they get attacked again. Well, now they won't. Ooh. Darn. Darn it.
Oh, you're safe. I heard you entered this building. It had me worried.
Dude King, this is where they were giving shadow Pokemon to the winners of battle challenges.
Shadow Pokemon? Those ferocious Pokemon that even attack people?
Yes, they were giving away shadow Pokemon to thugs for some reason. It doesn't look good.
They were using the Colosseum to do that?
Big lady, my Papa's Pokemon was taken away by Miror B as a prisoner. He did what? Miror B used a dirty move like that? It's Papa's Plusle. I'm so worried that they might be mean to it.
It's humiliating, but with Plusle in their filthy hands, my own hands are tied.
He's not getting away with this. That rotten Miror B. But we're here now. We'll get Plusle back for you, right, Wes? I knew I can always count on you, Wes. Duking, it's dangerous inside this building. You've got to get everyone out to safety.
Thanks for everything. I have to depend on you. I have no choice. Be careful always. Miror B might look like a clown, but his battling is all business.
An Ein file. Let's see. Hyper mode. Shadow Pokemon, perhaps because of their own overwhelming power, may behave abnormally at times. They may engage in such behavior as ignoring orders, even turning on their own trainers in battle. This I have named Hyper Mode. On the plus side, Hyper Mode raises the critical ratio of Shadow Rush. However, Hyper Mode also prevents the use of items on the Pokemon. Hyper Mode is easily dispelled. Simply call the Pokemon by name. However, this method has a major drawback. Calling the Shadow Pokemon's name causes the closed door of its heart to loosen and even open. Further research is urgently needed. Shadow Pokemon Lab, Chief Ein. Alright. We got kind of close with that Yanma, so let's save. And then let's move it to our party. So we can start bringing down its shadow gauge. Welcome in, Joystick. I'm sure you've seen SpongeBob, but that episode where, he tells Patrick, you need to develop an appreciation for freeform jazz. For some reason, Pyrite Town's music makes me think of that. Even though there's nothing, like freestyle about it, but still, it's jazzy. Yeah, a lot of people clown on the M Classic, but I feel like for the 6th generation of consoles, the PS2, GameCube, Xbox, Dreamcast, they all really benefit from it. Anything 2D, though, does not really look great with it. Let's see, we've got her to deal with. Can I go here? Nope. What do you think you're doing here? I'm just walking around, man. What are you doing? This game just overall has such great music. I know Genius Sonority, like, they've really just done Pokemon puzzle games ever since this, and then they have their own RPG series that's actually pretty popular, but like in Japan only. Well, now I'm curious. Do you prefer Miror B's theme in this game or in Gale of Darkness? Really? I prefer the like Spanish influence theme in this game. Not to say that his theme in XD Gale of Darkness is bad, but I just think it's better, and I don't know, it goes really well with the Ludicolo's, where I feel like the one in XD, it like goes well with like Miror B as a character. Chaser Kai. You know, so Gale of Darkness is supposed to be released on Switch 2? I think it's just a Switch 2. This month, I believe. So, I think if we, you know, like, they see the interest in this game, or I guess that game, and then, you know, because they're also supposed to release this one at a later time, but maybe, you know, to get new fans for these GameCube games. Maybe Genius Sonority will make a, you know, I can hope, but, you know, fingers crossed they would be able to make a, you know, a third game. And if they do, hopefully we can play as Wes, or maybe you can take turns playing as like Wes and Michael. Maybe they team up together for something. I would hope though that it wouldn't be the same like Team Snag'em, Team Cypher as the villains though. Like, I feel like not even main series Pokemon had the same villains, you know, for 3 games in a row. We got the Rockets for, you know, Red, Blue, and Yellow, and then Gold and Silver and Crystal, and then, you know, they didn't come back. No matter what, this elevator's off limits. Aw, I wanted to buy lemonade. I feel like in this game especially you need to save often, because if you end up missing out on a shadow Pokemon, you know, you may not know when you'll run into them again. I feel like it should be a new team who's doing something creative. You know, it's weird because people are like, oh, you know, Nintendo doesn't acknowledge these games, or I guess Game Freak doesn't acknowledge these games in any way. And that's true, but Pokemon Go also used the Shadow Pokemon gimmick, and then there's another Pokemon game where it's not Shadow Pokemon, but they're basically Shadow Pokemon. And, you know, like, a lot of people really like the idea, you know, if it got reused in, I just said it, in Pokemon Go, and, you know, that, I want to say it's like one of the Mystery Dungeon games, but I could be wrong. Like, it's a really great idea. You know, let Genius Sonority work on something more than just Pokemon puzzle games. And, like, yeah, they've got their RPG, but I think only the first one is in English, and the rest are all Japanese exclusive. Wait. Can't remember, is Larvitar Dark type starting out, or is it only when he becomes Tyranitar? I guess I'll find out. Okay, yeah, so it's an evolution. You know, I only know about the Pokemon Go stuff because I read about it. But I've never played any of those games. Yeah, the final boss does happen. Dude, you know, I rented this game in middle school, you know, a few times and ended up beating it. When they, you know, revealed who the final boss was, I was like, wait, it's not the Final Fantasy guy? What? No, it's Evis who has the Tyranitar. It's pretty interesting that this game doesn't, you know, they could have made the Johto, the legendary cats, they could have had those cats be, you know, something special in this game. But it seems like for the lore, they're not that special because they're given to the admins, but, you know, like Nascor and Evis, they've got higher level shadow Pokemon. It's an interesting take, and I'm wondering if that's because, you know, the people who made this game, you know, they had never played Pokemon, so they weren't super familiar with the franchise. And so maybe that's why they didn't think to, you know, have the final guys use them, or maybe because there was 3 of them, they didn't want to make like 3 final guys. I don't know. I want to go wilder. That's a sentence. I can't remember the name of the guy who has Entei, but like That's the first big like difficulty spike in this game. His team has such great synergy, which is also crazy to me because, like, yeah, they helped. They made Dragon Quest 6 and 7, but I mean it's a very different game to Pokemon. But it's like they learned the mechanics and designed some really great teams around. Double battles and they like hit that guy's strategy of like using Earthquake, but then like the other Pokemon can't be hurt by that same Earthquake. It's really good. Oh, let's get rid of this Magnemite. It's funny you say that, in there as boss Pokemon, because my understanding is the first Pokemon game was designed in such a way that it would mimic games like Dragon Quest, and, like gym leaders were, supposed to be bosses, and, Mount Moon, is supposed to act like a dungeon. Yeah, that final fight with the Slaking and the Skill Squap. Ugh. It's brutal. Emergency! Mayday! Mayday! Abnormality detected in friendly Pokemon? What? Why is this guy talking like that? There's an abnormality in the way you talk, brother.
You talk funny, brother.
Hulk Hogan in this game. That'd be amazing. Or even Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna let out my Spinarak and have him bite you.
Absolutely. And I've always loved the Eevees as well. In Gen 4, I did a all like evolutions run. Beat the Elite Four. I used to battle my friends with that team. Yeah, he does. He likes his Spinarak.
Oh yeah! Wait till my Spinarak evolves into an Ariados. Snap into that.
I'm not big enough to have fan art, but if somebody ever watches this video in the future, it would be awesome if they made some fan art with the Macho Man Randy Savage with a Spinarak.
Oh yeah!
I like that when you get, it's not that there's a ton of like items placed all over, but it's not just like one. Like I remember getting 3 super potions. Now this is 5 great balls. Like they kind of even it out. Hi, Miss Apple. Welcome, welcome.
You're like bug Pokemon drawn to a candle. I'm going with these Pokemon.
A lot of people gave Sword and Shield crap for its battle animations. But then people give this game crap because they're like, the animations take too long. So they're gonna be, you know, ridiculed either way. What happened to your back? No! But yeah! Synchronize! Oh, absolutely. Are you finally moving? Better go use that machine. Oh, so are you finally in your new place? You know, when I connected my Game Boy Advance to this game in the past, and I saw the character models that they have for Brendan and May, and then, you know, an XD for Red and Leaf, I was like, wow, like they really didn't put a lot of effort into them, or maybe just like their designs are so basic they didn't look good in 3D. I kind of hope somebody will do a ROM hack of this game and replace the models in there with the ones from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire for those characters. It's probably never going to happen, but it'd be cool if they did. Because they look butt ugly in this game. She said, come and get some. Yeah, it's like they put really low effort into those. I don't know why. You know, I know in like interviews, or I guess one interview they did with Junichi Masuda where they were asking him about something with like XD or Colosseum, you know, if they would do something with those games, and he laughed about it. I'm wondering if there was any animosity between the two groups when, you know, because there's not really interviews from Genius Sonority on that, you know. Well, I mean, they definitely had time crunch for this game. They had to put it together in a year. Yeah, they were like, hey, we poached you guys from Sony, and you got a year to make you got a year to make the first console Pokemon RPG. You know, and I believe that's why they reused assets from Pokemon Stadium. If they had more time, they probably would have made their own, you know. We don't know. Do they all have big feet? Like, she doesn't look like she has big feet. Yeah, her feet are like normal size. I only lost because I didn't have a shadow Pokemon this time. Oh. My Pokemon are solid troopers. Check them out. They definitely nailed the weird dialogue, though, that comes from NPCs in Pokemon games. I mean, his feet don't even look that big. It just looks like he's wearing platform boots. Snorunt is just ice? I don't think it's Ice Dark. Guess I'll find out. It totally looks like it's a dark type. I don't know if Glalie is dark ice or whatever. I don't think so. I think I remember doing an all dark type team in Pokemon Emerald. I didn't use a Glalie. Yeah, look. Wes is obviously wearing platform boots. Taste the rainbow. It's just pure ice type? Interesting. It looks so menacing, and then like it's Mega Evolution with its like cracked jaw. You know, I thought Mega Evolutions were cool, and then they got rid of them. Oh, it's Ice Ghost? Okay, Frostlass. Well, wait, isn't Frostlass a different evolution line? Doesn't Snorunt become... My Pokemon can dance with elegance even in a dump like this. What is Champions? Oh. Is it... Huh. I know nothing about Pokemon Champions. I'll have to look into that. I imagine, though, it's probably going to be, like, on Switch or Switch 2, and I have neither of those, so I won't even be able to do anything if I do get it, or, you know, if I do learn about it. And I'm like, ooh, I actually want to buy something new Pokemon. The end is always so cruelly pitiless. Oh, woe. Do any of them not have shadow Pokemon? I guess they don't.
Now what compels someone like you to come here just for the sake of getting thrashed by me?
You know what? Kudos to them, though. They made both men and women bodybuilders. Oh wait, no, because you're not dark type yet. You know, there's a few Pokemon where they get their dark type added on their evolution, and it always throws me off, like Corphish and Crawdon. Huh. I thought he'd have the same ability as Sharpedo, where it would like hurt for your Pokemon to do like normal type moves to him.
Grr, done in, but how? What blind spot did you exploit? Let me heal.
Yes, trans awareness. I love it. Yeah, rough skin, yeah. Wonder if they just don't have it or what? Kind of surprised the view count is a bit low today. I only started an hour later than usual, but around this same time last night I would have had like 13, 14 views on the analytics. Not supposed to pay attention to that stuff, but I'm sure you know how it is, Joystick.
Darling, aren't you one of Duking's people? What made you think you could simply waltz in here? Such a silly boy. Grr, where's Miror B? I'm taking him down.
Take him down? After the beating you took? That's too funny.
You wait. I'm gonna drive all of you out of this town.
Ooh, such a feisty boy. Don't tell me we have to take your Pokemon hostage to make you settle down, like we did with Duking.
What?
Oh, we seem to be getting a lot of unexpected company today. But that's no excuse for being a bad host. Oh, this one's at like level 20. Yeah. Let's see. I know. There's Spinnerack.
Oh yeah! Don't touch my Pokemon!
One day when I have fans who want to do fan art, I'll tell them about Macho Man Spinnerack.
Oh no!
Yeah, after the stream is done, Sarah, if you go and you you watch the beginning of it, there was a portion where I was talking about that Macho Man Randy Savage would own a Spinnerack and be like obsessed with it. You know, I think when it's designed, like its earlier designs made more sense, because like Remoraid looked like a bullet and Octillery used to look more like an actual tank. But even still, yeah, it's... I'm gonna watch Macho Man. You know, this game has bodybuilders in it. He would totally fit. He could just have it be like bodybuilder Randy, and he has a Spinnerack. I feel like he should have a Sudowoodo just because it looks like a Slim Jim. What is that Pokemon's name anyways? The Sudowoodo. Yeah, that doesn't roll off the tongue well of
Snap into a Sudowoodo!
I'm afraid if I do Swift, it might take out the Remoraid. Which Pokemon is the Snorlax of Gen 2? Dang, how fast is Love Disc? I outsped my Espeon. Sudowoodo was never given a Mega Evolution. Oh no, what the hell? What? Oh, no! Oh, that's right. I'm on this system. You know, the Genius Sonority logo, if you you listen to it for the XD version, it has different audio to it. It's similar, but it is different. Well, so I didn't think that it would target the other Pokemon, probably because I was playing Robopon and, like, you know, that doesn't happen in that game. But yeah, I should have just used Swift. Maybe. I'm pretty sure I came back after I beat the bodybuilder girl. Yeah, okay, so it's just basically redoing the battle. I've learned, you know, you have to save often in this game because you don't want to mess up any of those shadow Pokemon encounters. She's a redhead too. My weakness. Some video I saw said that all of the characters stand like they're in a wind tunnel, and I can't unsee it now. Yeah, I don't think she's got big feet. I mean, to me, it just looks like that Wes has platform boots on, but I think everybody's feet look accurate. Well, so like, let's say that, you know, you had a move like False Swipe in this game, and you could get them down to 1 HP, you'd be really, you know, you'd be in a bad spot, because if the Pokemon uses Shadow Rush, you know, they always take recoil damage. They would die immediately after. Oh, maybe that's why it outsped the Espeon last time. Oh, well. Thunder Wave's useless now. You know, the recoil honestly makes it hard to catch Entei too. You know, because after a while, you know, and you've gotten rid of all of the other dude's Pokemon, they start doing Earthquake. You know, I've had it where, was it Dakim? Dakim? Whatever, however you pronounce his name. Where he kills his own Entei. And it sucks, because, you know, if you, like, battle everyone up till that point, you go back, you save, you have to run all the way back to him. and then you fail and you reload, like, you still have to go through however many steps. It takes like almost a minute of walking to get back to where he's at. Okay. Nice. Do I have to battle the other person? Yes. I'm wondering if she also has a shadow Pokemon. Firma. I believe that Mantine is a shadow Pokemon, if I remember right. Okay. Everybody just wants to be fast. Oh wow, that did a ton of damage. I wonder if Australian people hate Mantine. If you know, you know. No, my baby! No! Wing. There's a video that you might enjoy watching. If you look up on YouTube, Pokemon Colosseum, Dogs in Love. It's like people like role-playing as they're playing this game. It's hilarious. I thought they did a really good job with it. Hey, guess what? That's not gonna help you. Dark is special in this game. Owie. Hope it gets paralyzed. Yeah, rip Steve indeed. Let's see. Dude, Furret is OP. Not only Furret, but Lanoon as well. With how varied their move lists are too, I feel like you could make a pretty decent team with the like regional rat for all the Pokemon games. If you're just like, I'm just gonna use the rats, or you know, the normal starter, or not starter, like the first normal type you get on the first route, you can make a good team with just using those. Get in the ball! I don't think I'm charismatic enough to be like one of those successful streamers. You know, I've seen some of those streamers who have like really high view counts, and they're just talking non-stop. I'm like, oh man, I don't know I could do that. During my Pokemon Green or Pokemon Leaf Green live stream earlier, I was responding to comments, and I ended up messing up. I was getting I like died during the rival fight. I died during a random encounter, and you know, when I just started playing the game, I was like, man, this is a really bad look for me. And I think of like people like Justin Wong who are live streaming while playing a fighting game. I'm like, I could not. I could not. Vanilla Mace? Huh. Can't say I've heard of them. What just happened? Unbelievable 2. Part 2. The sequel. Wreath, let's make ourselves scarce for the time being. Right, Firma. Or righto, Firma. Firma sounds like it would be like some sort of government program. Look at this loser. Oh. What do you want? Ow. Thank you, you saved me. Do you people know Duking? Okay, I'm a fool. I didn't know what was happening at all. They'd taken Duking's Pokemon hostage. How could they do how could they do something so downright dirty? Dude, they're the evil team. What do you expect? That's why we're here. We came to rescue oh wait, doing the wrong voice. That's why we're here. We came to rescue Plusle. I'm going too. Ow, 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 ow. Not in your condition. You'll have to wait here. We meet again, kitties. Miror B, you cowardly cheat. Cowardly cheat? That's so not true. Taking a hostage is perfectly fine as a bargaining tactic. You call that a tactic? Plusle had better be okay. Oh, the darling couldn't be any safer if it tried. I'm sure it will come to adore me before too much longer. You've got to be kidding. Where is it? Give it back. No running or hiding for me. Come to the cave. That's where I'll be. I'll be waiting for you, my pretties. That would be a nice combo. Makes me wonder if they can learn rollout and like Pokemon Emerald Legacy or not. You know, there's so many great ROM hacks of Pokemon games, and I tend to really like them for Gens 1 and 2. But I feel like Gen 3 got so much right that I don't really play a lot of those ROM hacks that much. How many shadow Pokemon do they make you get before you can start purifying them? Like, I'm already at 12? That's nutty. They are, yeah. I guess I just feel less inclined to play them. I know for so like Pokemon Yellow Legacy, somebody went and did Pokemon Stadium Legacy. It was like a different person than Scott Plays Pokemon who did it. Because, you know, they said that they were not going to be doing anything with that one. So I'm like, oh, that's really cool that they decided that they wanted to do that. But I feel like if I was really going to be like, yeah, I'm all set for these like Gen 3 ROM hacks, like I would prefer if it like encompassed the GameCube games as well. And that's something that's fun about playing, you know, Colosseum, XD, and then you've got Emerald and Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire. Like they're all so different from each other, but they all work together. And even like I could play Emerald Legacy, but it doesn't work the best with these ones. Like, yeah, you can trade and stuff like that, but because it's got like different learn sets and stuff like that, that stuff would flag as being illegal if you're using that one tool. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like PK Hex. You know, it'd show that stuff as being illegal, and I'm just like, I don't really like that. But if, you know, it had like a series of like, if he also did Fire Red, Leaf Green, and he also did the GameCube games for like Legacy ROM hacks, then I'd be like, cool, it's like a full, you have the full generation. It's not just like one game as a one-off. Hunter Dawkin. Another one. I don't like that. I don't like accuracy strats. Ooh, Lanoon. I love Lanoon. Like, It's so pretty. You know, learns a good variety of moves. You know, you can belly drum it. Oh my god. It can be terrifying. Oh my gosh. Might be hard to get it paralyzed because of the evasiveness. Yeah, it does, yeah. There's a special version of Lanoon that knows extreme speed. I'm not going to be able to land this Thunder Wave, probably. Nope. That's not good. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to go for trying to catch it. Come on. Yes. Awesome. They make you get so many shadow Pokemon before you can visit the that forest or village. Battling you was fun, so that's good enough for me. If you want to go through, go right ahead. Do you have to beat Miror B before you can... I'm trying to remember when you go to Agate Village. Or do you like get to like a certain part and then you come back to fight him? I don't remember. Because we're at what, 14 shadow Pokemon already? On my second day of live streaming this game, I just battled the people in the square over and over again, getting everyone's shadow gauge down. It was 13, sorry, not 14. Got 13 shadow Pokemon. Yeah, thanks for joining, Joystick. I'll be watching your PS1 videos with great excitement. You know, you'd probably like Joystick Jargon's videos, Sarah, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel before. Nice hyper potions. Yay, you're finally here. This floor is my territory. I can't let you through. Simes? Simes? I don't have no idea. Interesting. Ooh, the tough decision. Do I want the ability to flinch, or do I want the ability to never miss? The ability to not miss would be nice against Jesty. Taunt. I can see the usefulness of it, but probably replace Taunt for now, and then maybe later on I'll replace it with Toxic. Oh, whoa, what? Is that in Gale of Darkness, or is that in Colosseum? Oopsie, I lost. She says oopsie, but she's on the floor shuddering. You're a surprise, but I'm not telling you where Miror B is waiting. You know, this like scenery with like the wooden boards and the lamps here and this rock texture really reminds me of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It kind of has like a similar look to it. Well, because I now have Swift and I now have Feint Attack, I might take a break from here and go fight Justy. I think he gives you something good for beating him, so let's go challenge the pre-gym. If I remember right, his Pokemon are in the like level 40, 41, and I think both of my Pokemon should be level 36 or level 37, probably 36. They probably won't get to level 37, but I think it's still a decent, like I'm still close enough where it shouldn't be an issue. Wait, did that thing... Does that green line move to the music? It does. That's cool. So on GameCube, some of the game's original effects cause the game to lag, and that's why I'm playing on Wii, and then I'm doing the M Classic to help improve the visuals, and also to keep the proper aspect ratio of things. I think, from what I can see on the stream, that, you know, it's doing its job. Also, this game runs at 30 frames per second, but I noticed that when I was streaming at 30 frames per second, it looked kind of choppy. But doing the stream at 60 seems to help that. Hi, welcome to the pre-gym. This is a place for trainers and Pokemon to not only sharpen their strength and skills, but also their body and spirit. Let's see, all Pokemon have types and abilities. The combination of those elements affect the balance of power in battle. Gwa! I'm not the type that does his thinking in the head, so I'm stumped by stuff like this. I figure if I just keep battling, that sort of stuff will be conditioned into me. When you get into a Pokemon battle, think about their order. It's important to think about which one should come out first and so on. When you carry more Pokemon with you, you should pay attention to their ordering. When you get into a Pokemon battle, think about their order. Or wait. I thought it was him who was talking to me. Wait, what? Does she just say the same thing as he does? Oh, come on, Rui, you're in the way. Okay. Pokemon gain experience by winning battles. Once they gain enough experience, they level up. By leveling up, Pokemon learn all sorts of different moves. It's up to their trainer to mix and match those moves to suit the opponent. That's how trainers can show off their skills. Now pay attention. One does not become a good trainer simply by battling without strategy. A good trainer always thinks about the Pokemon that are in battle. Oh! You must be a trainer too. Are you listening in on my class? Since you're here, I have something here that you might like. May I see your PDA, please? Oh, that's a Pokemon Digital Assistant, or PDA for short. Wes, you have Wes, you have one too, don't you? Wes showed the PDA. Here you go, I've upgraded it and added the strategy memo function. You'll be able to check the types and abilities of the Pokemon you've met at a glance. Come see me whenever you like. I'll update your PDA with detailed data on the Pokemon you've met. I hope you make good use of the strategy memo as you aim to be a great trainer. Tree. Sort of look like they're ATMs, but that wouldn't make much sense. Hello, I'm Justy. I'm in charge of running the pre-gym. Judging by your appearance, I'd say that you're traveling, the two of you. Well, what do you think? Since you're already here, do you feel like having a battle? Yes. Okay, then let me introduce you to the trainers of pre-gym. When you're ready to go to the battle arena in the center and stand at the left-hand side. Wes, go for it! I'll be right here cheering! Looks like you're ready. Well, let's get this started. In all, you'll be facing 4 trainers. They're all a handful, I can vouch for that. And now, this is where your opponent enters. Do you feel like taking on some grass-type Pokemon? Then I'm the one you want. Botan. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. He says they're a handful and this guy comes out with a Hoppip and a Sunkern. Sure, Justy. Trying to gaslight me. Compared to 50. 20 out of 25. Right, yeah, he's gaslighting me. And it's also funny because his Pokemon are like level 40. So, like, what do you mean? I call bullshit. I need to get a monitor arm for my my microphone. So what's your plan? Do you keep chugging on with your battle challenge? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Let's get the next battle started. Hoppip is a cute Pokemon. Leave water type battling to me. I'll teach you just how strong the water type can be. So are all of the 4 Liqui. Smart name. So they're all type specialists. The pre-gym. When I was telling Joystick about that, about the series, if you go onto YouTube, you type in Pokemon Colosseum Dogs in Love. Jumpluff is in there. They do some funny stuff with their characters. It's a good watch. I really wish that Umbreon in Gen 3 learned Crunch. It just makes so much sense for them to learn it. And they learn it in Gen 4, but none of the None of the Gen 3 games allow it to learn Crunch. Gotta go fast. I was impressed by your Pokemon, as she says, crying. I was impressed by your Pokemon. My goal is to become the ultimate water-type battler. Back to more training for me. Is it you? Do you want to battle me? You don't look like a trainer. Well, it doesn't matter. You can learn how a proper trainer battles from me. You know, yeah, I won't disagree with you, Sarah. Even with that being said, though, I would love to try to breed a, like, perfect IVs for Umbreon, where they would learn, where their secret power would be Dark, because then that gives them a 70 power Dark type move, and that would be their strongest Dark type move since they don't learn Crunch. But it would still not be great because it's still, like, I think base 60 is their special. Let's see, so the other two have themed types, and then this person doesn't. So I was thinking they were all going to be like specialists in a certain type, but I guess not. Please flinch. Ah. Learned from Justy, did you? What do you mean Wes doesn't look like he's tough? You're blind, kid. The way you battle is, interesting. You might say it's unique, or maybe it's just chaotic. Well, I'll wish you the best of luck. Kid, I battle elegantly, okay? Okay? Rich, entitled prick. And then we get the female version. Your challenge is accepted. I do hope you're ready. Lady Gwyn. Oh, she's a rock type specialist. Or ground. Is Geodude also ground type? Or is... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's rock ground. She's basically Brock. I must commend you for a battle well played. My battling style must have been too sophisticated for you. Wow. Eat the rich. Whoa, that was inspiring. You showed me a great battle. It deserves a gift. I want you to have this. The white herb. Huh? What was that? You already have 6 Pokemon? Well, that speeds things up. Alright, do you feel like battling me? Yes. Okay, gotcha. This is making me feel sort of giddy. Okay, let's get this battle underway. Show me a great battle. Does he have 6 Pokemon? I feel like that's why he's asking me if I have 6. It's so giddy. I feel like that Cacnea was going to use like Sandstorm or something. Yeah, should try to... Well, Gligor... well, there's that. But Gligar is is poison, so I should be able to just knock him out with Psybeam. What? That's not super... Oh, here it comes. Him and his BS strats. Forgot that they're a tank. That's not good. I probably should have been at a higher level for this, but I think it'll be okay. That Sandstorm, though, is not going to help. Hopefully this takes out Gligar with this Pursuit. Yeah, I am aware of that one. Pretty sad. That's not good. Well, I can't really say anything. Thankfully, that does help me. Yeah, I love Porygon. Yeah, like a special attacking normal type. And just the fact that it's so cute. We were robbed, I tell you, robbed! Oh no. Yes, I needed that credit. Oh no, no, no. You know, it could be one of mine, but right now I'm just not liking it. It won't stop hitting my Espeon. Leave me alone. No! I wonder how many potions he has. Well, I mean, it's already done, like, double team or whatever a few times. So... and, you know, Umbreon's not known for their power. That motherfucker. I think I'm gonna have to start going specifically for the Azumarill and leave the nose pass alone for a little bit. Why did it fail? It's not on. It's not on Espeon. Motherfuckers. Yeah. No clue. Cannot stand that Espeon not being paralyzed. Oh, but he never suffers from paralysis. I don't know what huge power does exactly. What? Yeah. Got wrecked, son. Wow, that was one challenging and satisfying battle. Look at this, my palms are drenched with sweat. There's no shame in this loss. I'm one lucky guy for being a part of this spectacular battle. You know what? Shut up. Hate your stupid strategy. I'm glad that I got the opportunity to battle with you. I want you to have this. Consider it as a memento of our battle. Yeah, if that's, I think, return, right? Yep. Well, I guess his attack is slightly higher than his special. Oh, dang. Oh, wait a minute. I'm all turned around. You know, there was a guy who was in my previous stream who said he was gonna come to this one. I guess he got busy. I think it would have been cool if they kept their idea of having Wes as the bad guy in Gale of Darkness. It also would have been really trippy. You know, it's like, oh, what? He was just playing everyone? I hope Gale of Darkness does really well when, you know, they have it on the online service. I imagine they're probably going to put Pokemon Home support into it. But also, like, it would make his character arc really interesting for like, why was he doing all this good stuff then if he's, like, you know, bad? I mean, my headcanon is that, you know, he had these motivations to do all these bad things, and then he meets Rui, and that kind of changes his outlook on things. You know, that she's like the driving force for him to become good. Versus, like, a lot of people's interpretation is that, like, she ropes him into everything. But I think that, like, he falls for her, and that's why, like, when people are like, oh, you guys make such a cute couple, he doesn't say anything to be like, we're not a couple. because he wants that with her, and he becomes a good guy, you know, just by liking her and wanting to do the things that she would approve of. That all being said, I do have to get up early tomorrow for physical therapy, so I'm going to end the stream here, but we will be streaming again tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing both Leaf Green and Colosseum, but I might try to do that, where maybe we'll do like 3 hours of one, 3 hours of the other, and then have like an hour break in between. That was my goal today, but that didn't end up happening. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It was good to see you, Sarah, and to everyone else who, you know, also joined, thank you, and I'll see you next stream. Thank you so much.